Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, and welcome back to another one of the Sorare videos. Super excited to be back today because lots of big changes have happened in the gallery, and I want to give you guys a big update on opening up a new team. Yes, we are diving into Challenger Europe Pro. Let me show you what has happened. So, starting off, we are looking at the sale of Keisuke Osako. Yes, I have let Osako go. The latest prizes that were paid for him were 2 ETH very, very consistently. I managed to sell him for 2.5 ETH, which at the moment is going to be great for my gallery. Because honestly, guys, as I mentioned before, I don't plan on playing under 23 super rare. And because of the fact that people need an under 23 super rare goalkeeper to be able to play super rare, a lot of people have gone out and bought themselves super rare goalkeepers. I personally do not plan on playing in there, so capitalizing on this sale was very important for me in this period of time. And the Japanese league, I believe, only begins in February, sometime late February, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, I needed to let this Osaka go to continue to involve my gallery. And honestly, I wouldn't say that I'm never going to have anything to do with Osako ever again. I think I will probably end up picking up his rare at some point later on this season. But right now, I wanted to shift on a few things in my club and make a few changes. So Osako has been sold for 2.5 ETH. I'm very, very pleased with that. And how much did I buy him for? I don't even see it there. Anyways, we go back into the gallery and let me show you guys who I picked up. So I have gone in and brought in Bayazit, as you guys know. Actually, I should probably show you this. I have won myself a Leo Ostigard. He is a player that is worth around 1.2 ETH by the looks of things. Or what is he going for right now? Like this is like 1.25. That one was bought pretty cheap. It seems 0.9. So basically 0.1 ETH. I currently have him listed for around, I think this one is mine. No, this one is mine, I believe. 0.122. We'll see. I'll try and sell him on. I probably would sell him for a bit lower than that, but I don't think I would go as low as the latest sale because auctions tend to be low anyways. But yeah, I'll probably just try and list him up a couple of times. If anyone is interested from my viewers, let me know. If you are a viewer of mine, I will let him go for 0.1. Anyways, going forward, we are looking into the players that were brought in to open up new opportunities. Guys, I have gone in and brought myself a Noppert into the squad. Now, why did I bring in an Andries Noppert into the team? First of all, he plays for Heerenveen. Heerenveen is a team, let's take away the Netherlands squads. Heerenveen is a team that is like mid-table-ish in Netherlands, and obviously they are not the best, so they do face a lot of shots, which leads to him having a decent type of AA score in the past year. If you're looking at this, around 9 points of AA score, which means if he starts with 35, you add in 9 on top of that, 44 points on average is what he basically kind of guarantees you. And yeah, you can see that in his scores right here. His lowest score is an 11 down here where Ajax smashed him 5-0. Makes total sense. In that matchup, I would never play him anyways. But you see it right here against Utrecht, one of his lower scores, 34, and then you have 40 pluses all the time. 40 plus, I'll be very, very happy with because the card that I picked up is actually a new season card, so I can have a decent amount of percentage on him in terms of a bonus and build it up quickly. So I assume by the end of the season, I'll probably have this card at like 9%, 9.5%, whatever. But yeah, I'm very happy to bring in Noppert, and he's not the only one that I have brought in from said team. Let's take a look at like this score, for example. You can see that there is, oh, perfect. Guess who I picked up? I picked up Krolot. Krolot is a player that plays in a left mid / left back type of position, and he is not under 23. Yes, guys, I am slowly pushing away from under 23 because I feel like I'm already built up really nicely there and going into Challenger Europe Pro. So I had to pick up a super rare, and that super rare is of Mats Krolot. Mats Krolot is a forward card. So yes, I do have his forward card, and he is 24 years old. So again, he's not under 23. And we are looking at someone who is very consistent for a forward card. If I can bring in a forward into my Challenger Europe Pro lineup that hits like 48 basically all the time and has some higher highs as well, I am looking at a player that is going to be someone I can really rely on and just line up without even thinking about what is happening here. Because obviously, if his team gets smashed, as a forward, he doesn't lose points for conceding goals, which I'm really happy with. And this is someone that gets lots of interceptions from what I can tell. So if we go into possession here, 3 interceptions. For a forward, that's 3 points. So we're going to benefit off of that. Krolot is going to be a great player to have, and I'm really looking forward to see what he can do in the gallery. As a Challenger Europe Pro forward, there aren't many that guarantee you AA scores, and this guy is exactly that guy. And I'm really hoping that this type of scoreline continues for him in the second half of the season. Very happy to bring him in. His rare currently is selling for up to 0.3 ETH. Normally, if you value rare to super rare, the jump, you think of like 3 to 4 times the price. So Krolot, you would think I would have paid 3 times at least, which is like 0.9, or up to 4 times, which is 1.2. Nope. I've gone ahead and got him for 0.73, which I'm extremely happy with. In terms of value, I think I'm getting a great player here who has an L5 of 68, L15 of 60, L40 of 51. All those scores I'll happily take when it comes to a super rare forward. So he is part of the club, and I'm very happy to have brought him in because, as you guys might know, my gallery is very under 23 focused, and that is and always will remain that way. Under 23 is going to be the place that I will have my most fun in. But as mentioned, I think my gallery is getting to a stage where I'm really strong in that area. I can shift players around and put them into lineups. And even if I put my 2 strongers on 2 under 23 lineups out, which is obviously rare and rare pro, I still have plenty of players just sat there in my club with good matchups where they could score really well, and they're not going into any lineup. And I thought Challenger Europe Pro would be class because Challenger Europe has so many talents in there. And if I can pick up a couple of under 23s from Challenger Europe Pro or some absolute beasts from Challenger Europe, I'd happily go ahead and do that because I have so many excess players that I can put into these lineups that still make it look very strong. And it just made sense. So I've gone ahead and done that. And I've secured the goalkeeper position once again. I have gone in for Pandora. Pandora is a Fortuna Sittard goalkeeper. And if we look at the past 10 to 12 games, I don't even know how many games that is, we're looking at a goalkeeper that gets really decent scores, even if he does concede. Against Feyenoord, 72.4 despite conceding a no clean sheet bonus. Then we are looking down here again against NEC, 53 points. Against Heerenveen, 67 points. So we are looking at a goalkeeper that on average, wow, gets an AA score of 17.1, which is just nuts. So 17.1 is huge. So Pandora, for me, in my eyes, might not be the biggest name that a lot of people will be excited about. Might not play for the strongest team. Fortuna Sittard just avoided relegation last season due to Zion Fleming, his performances. We are looking at a team that will face a lot of shots, which could be very useful. As long as they don't concede 3+ goals, we're looking at a great result here with Pandora most of the time. And when we look at games where they conceded 3+ in the past, in the games he has played, it's 1, it's 2. So only 2 games in which he has had a negative decisive. And still, you see 19 is the lowest he got. And then after that, 32, 39. I'm okay with that. So I wanted to continue to build up the base of under 23 goalkeepers in my gallery because it's so important. Goalkeepers open up opportunities for you to go out there and put out more lineups, whether it be in under 23 or whether it be in Challenger Europe, as it is with Pandora, or in All-Star, obviously. So I'm very happy to bring him in. Going away from that, have I brought in anyone else? No, I don't think so. We talked about everyone, right? Noppert, Krolot, Pandora. We talked about all of those. Now let's talk about this current game week. Lads, what a start. What a freaking start. Florentino Luis with the 93.7. I am so excited about this one. I can't wait to see what this boy will do for Benfica for the rest of the season. And honestly, at the time, I think you and I, in that live stream I had, were looking into Florentino Luis as a super rare. And lads, he's probably going to be too expensive for a super rare because look at these flipping scores. He's just doing it with AA most of the time, which I'm extremely happy with. And he did have a big chance in the last game. He did get a big chance missed and still managed to hit 87.6, which I'm really, really happy with. Obviously, he got the shot on target, so it was only a -2, I guess. But yeah, it was good to see Florentino Luis get involved as much as he did. And I think he has a bright future. I think he is someone that a lot of teams will be looking into. But I do believe he will be at Benfica for this season and next season as well. Contract until 2027. Unless he has a really low release clause, I don't see him going anywhere, especially after selling Nunez and now also possibly selling Enzo Fernandez for huge fees. Benfica can just keep on adding into this club and keep on improving. And I think Luis is fine in that team. But yeah, super happy to have brought him into the club straight away. Brings in a huge score. And we still have a bunch of players to play. So Bayazit is going to be playing tomorrow. But we have Sanuc playing today and Balikwisha playing today. This matchup for Balikwisha, Antwerp against Ghent, I don't expect many things. But if Balikwisha can step up and get me a decisive, that'd be huge. I don't think he has ever gotten a decisive ever since he has been in my club. But the thing with him is he has great AA scores. So I don't really need to complain too much. This guy will be good at some point once they start playing against easier opposition. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do. And they have, after the Sanguiloise game, Oostend, Anderlecht, Standard. Man, there are some tough games in there. I guess this stretch is what I'm more looking towards, which is somewhere around February. His games and scores will probably be better. But yeah, Balikwisha is here to stay. And yeah, pretty happy with this lineup. Currently 50th with just one player having played. 24% of the lineups are complete. But here's something I'm excited about. Today, all of these are playing. Under 23 Rare Pro, we are seeing Hilgers coming in with a 55.8. The reason as to why he wasn't as good as the lads next to him, Hilgers had a foul and a yellow card, which obviously sucks, but had the clean sheet bonus. That one right there cost him 5 points, which isn't ideal. Hasn't won a tackle, sadly. He did have 2 interceptions and won 2 duels and lost 2. So he could have easily, not easily, but he could have gotten a double-double, which would have been quite useful. But it is what it is. He brings in 55.8 points. And when we look at Hilgers, generally speaking, he has been quite consistent, which is something I really, really like about this card. I just need to build up the XP on him. But you can tell Twente have done really well here. And lots of these players have gotten good scores alongside him, prop up with a very, very high score. But yeah, as I mentioned before, all these guys are playing today. So I will be watching all the games. And yeah, hoping for really, really good scores. Starting off with Getson Fernandez, my captain against Kasım Pasha. I have a feeling that he will get a decisive today, and hopefully it's going to be a positive one. If it isn't, I'm going to be very upset. But yeah, the Under-23 Rare team is looking very good as well. And then we have the Challenger Europe Rare Pro, which also has 4 players playing today. We have Noppert up against Waalwijk. We have Sanuc alongside Getson. Then we have Xavi Simons tonight at 9 p.m. my time. And then obviously Krolot plays alongside Noppert. So I'm really hoping to see good things there, guys. We could be in for a good week. My casual team looking fire as well. Everyone above 65 points. Good stuff. And yeah, guys, I'm loving Sorare at the moment. Honestly, I think I've made right choices. I've moved my players into the right places. And going into my gallery, if we look at things right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing goalkeepers. And on top of it, Destanolu, who is linked to Club Brugge. We'll see what happens there. I don't know what's going to happen, but I would ideally see him go somewhere where he plays. But yeah, I'm keeping a hold of him throughout the January transfer window, seeing what happens, and hopefully either keeping him or selling him in the hype. Then in terms of defenders, I think we're set up exceptionally. I think this is where I feel strongest. We have Harvard Bellis, Bayer, who we just won as a reward. Palacios as well for the summer period is going to be great. Gvardiol, who has today openly come out and said that he is a Liverpool fan, which made me so happy. Imagine if Liverpool plays 3 at the back, has Gvardiol, Van Dijk, Konate. Oh, yes. Make it happen. Let Trent run free. Let Robbo run free and just go crazy. That's what I want to see. Hilger's obviously very, very happy with him. Sanuc has been class ever since we picked him up. And his rare is very, very good as well. I have a 9 point percentage on him, I believe. Actually, no. 9% bonus on him. That's how to say it. Yeah, Ngakia is a good piece for the gallery to hold. I'm happy to have him in there as a championship option. Emmanuel Garcia, the Albanese, gets great scores. Branthwaite was supposed to get playtime, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the PSV starting lineup. Everton only left him there because they were kind of guaranteed that Branthwaite would get more playtime. Ostigard can go. De Ligt, Solé, Saliba, Guindo, all these guys are great, especially Guindo coming back into the Salzburg squad, has been recalled by them. And after the sale of Verba, it looks like he could move into the starting 11 if he proves himself. So I'm so excited for Guindo. And then in terms of midfielders, Nakamura has been linked to PSV. If Keito Nakamura goes to PSV Eindhoven and starts playing, honestly, lads, we could have an absolute gem in the gallery. And then Maxim de Kuiper is huge. Love the kid. Getson, I mean, look at the L15 and L5. He's ridiculous. Getson has been on a tear. Kirkchu is going to be great. Luis is great. Szymanski in the 10 role. It looks like Feyenoord might be changing formation to actually have him sat at that number 10 role. And, you know, he has a sick long shot, likes to take shots all the time, likes to try and give assists through corners where him and Kirkchu are always switching it up. Sometimes he takes them, sometimes Kirkchu takes it. So I'm happy to have Szymanski here. And then obviously Xavi Simons is a beast. Gabri Vega, I'm looking to sell. I don't think I want to keep this guy. I can't rely on him, even though he might be a good talent for the future. I'd rather get the ETH into my club right now. And Enzo, best under 23 midfielder in the world right now, considering that he has won that trophy in the World Cup. Actually, I would probably say Bellingham is still better. Anyways, forwards, excited to have Cody Gakpo in here, Liverpool player. I am so happy to have him here. Swapped him out for Tchouaméni, and I can't wait to see what he does for Liverpool. As a Liverpool fan, it's going to be so exciting to have an actual Liverpool player. Tonight, he's going to be playing as well. And then I think, in terms of under 23 forwards, it's not looking good, guys. Right now, there are so many aging out. Mbappe obviously aging out. Jota aging out. Carlson aging out. So many of them. Gakpo as well. David Nunez. It's not looking good for under 23 forwards after this season. So I've positioned myself really well with bringing in Musiala and Wirtz and having Šeško, who hopefully at some point will show his potential and do better. But yeah, I am excited for the future, and it looks like we are going into the right direction, especially considering if you look at the game weeks and how we have been winning. I mean, we had a stretch where we weren't winning anything, like 306. After Šeško, only 314 we started winning again, which really sucked that we had to wait that long. And nothing really notable here, but going in here, you can see like 325, 327. Then we have 329, 331, 332, 333, 334. And I genuinely do believe with the move into Challenger Europe as well, now we are going to be bringing in even more rewards into the club, which can help us to become even stronger. And in terms of players that I have on my watch list, we need to talk about these players. Under 23 targets, I don't have many, but these are the ones I have. I want to get Ouattara and Enzo Lefe as a stack. I would love to get these guys in. I want to see their matchups, though. I think they have a couple of tough matchups coming up. Yeah, Monaco, Marseille, Rennes. And then after that, probably around this game week, I would love to have the funds to bring both of these guys in. I do have 0.5 ETH right now, so I don't have to save up too much. So hopefully with rewards being sold, we can look at bringing in those players around this time, because I do think those are some decent matchups for them, and we could get great utility out of these boys. So around February time, we're looking at for Ouattara and Enzo Lefe. If they don't go and tear it up until then and rise in price, I would assume they will have a couple of off games in that period. And then long term, this is the goal. Long term, I have to get Vinicius Jr. I really do. Because if I can have Vinicius Jr., Musiala, and Wirtz next season, when everyone else is basically aging out, we have the best under 23 forward options possibly, and I'm very excited about that. This guy's under 23 until 2025 as well. I thought it was only 2024. This is huge, man. Vinicius Jr., Musiala, Wirtz, sounds like a plan to me. So ideally, I would love to bring him in. And then possibly Diouf at some point as well. We'll see what happens there. Liga has a really weird schedule right now where they play 1 week and then they don't play for 4 game weeks. I want consistency, and his price has gone up a lot lately, so we'll chill on that one a little bit. And then Czech Nias is a player I'm actually looking into in terms of a super rare. This guy could be clutch. 339, he's back, and he gets insane AA scores. Like, he doesn't get decisives most of the time. When he does, you're looking at 90 plus, but generally speaking, his AA scores are insane. So I'm looking at him as a target. And Moussa Diaby, if I pick him up, it will be after the transfer window shuts down, because Newcastle is interested, I think, and I don't want that. So we'll see. Moussa Diaby is another one, but I have slimmed down my watch list, and these are the ones that I'm looking at for the future. And just for you guys, if you're interested in some all-star budget options, I have a couple of players here that were really good. 500 euros for these scores from a defender are insane. Operi, playing for Le Havre in Ligue 2. If you guys are interested in picking up a player like this and popping him into All-Star, this could be a huge player for you. And then also Saad Aguzul. This is another one that I discovered out of nothing. And again, this guy as a super rare would be nuts. He's currently on the market for 949. And honestly, by the time you see this video, I might have gotten them already. I'll try and pick this one up. I'm gonna do it, because like those scores for a oh, hold on. Is he a midfielder? No, he's counted as a defender. Those scores just look too good to me to miss out on. Where's Sochaux in the Ligue 2? Where are they? I'll try and lowball this offer. If I can't get him, hopefully one of you guys gets him. He's in 3rd place. I like that. I like that. Maybe they don't go up and they come down right here around, and then they don't go get promoted, and he can still bring in great scores next season. He's only 25, so we're looking at a decent player here. But again, if you guys are looking to pick up a couple of players that aren't necessarily the most expensive, but bring in great value in terms of scoring, this could be another one. But again, it's not financial advice. It's just fun. We're just enjoying ourselves on Sorare, and today I'll be enjoying plenty of football. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day. And yeah, let me know how your teams are looking and what was the best reward you have won lately. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll be looking through them. Take care. Peace.